Hey guys, so this will be part 4 of my walkthrough for History Channel Battle for the Pacific. Part 4 is a continuation of the first Guadalcanal mission. It starts at Henderson Field, which was a critical airfield in the Guadalcanal campaign. The first part of this mission involves shooting down several waves of enemy soldiers. It's probably safest to use the boxes on the right side of the airfield for cover, but I think it's pretty fun to take out all the enemies from this vantage point right here. You can see them running toward you all in one big group, and it's pretty fun to mow them down. I like starting out with a brand new clip for each wave. It sucks that you have to empty out your clip before you can reload. For this first part of the mission, feel free to use as much ammo from your M1 Garand as necessary, as you can simply replace the M1 Garand with the Type 96 LMG shortly after you take out these enemies. I have to say, this guy that's constantly screaming at you to follow orders is pretty annoying. It makes the game feel pretty cheap. Here's the last wave of enemy soldiers. Definitely don't forget to pick up the Type 96 here. The Type 96, by the way, is one of my favorite weapons in the game. It's very powerful and you get 30 rounds per clip. It's the only gun in the game I can actually say that about. I also think the weapon is fun to use because it looks cool and it has a lot of oomph. You're going to get ambushed from behind here, so be prepared. Your squad mates can take care of the enemies pretty easily though. Due to the weapon's recoil, it's often better to just tap the trigger instead of holding it down. It's times like this where I wish the Xbox Elite controller was available for the Xbox 360. The trigger button on the standard Xbox 360 controller can be somewhat difficult to press down on multiple times in rapid succession. Another ambush here.
Stay behind me and don't get lost.
And one final ambush here.
Enemy contact. Come with me. Move. Come with me. Don't get lost. Follow me. You will follow me. This is an order.
Now coming up on the halfway point of the mission. It's also my favorite part of the mission. You'll face a ton of enemies coming up this hill. It's the best part of the mission to spam your grenades. It's pretty fun to take out so many enemies all at once. Some of these blasts are just so satisfying. This guy's doing cartwheels. Cleaning up this last guy with my gun. Be sure to pick up more Type 96 ammo here. It's easy to miss this one. Now you're pretty much set for the whole mission.
I've taken command of the squad. We had seized the field, but the
Look at this pile of guns on the ground. Pretty crazy. I'm going to switch the Thompson for the Type 100 here, as the Type 100 has more rounds per clip. You won't face a ton of resistance on your way back to the airfield though.
Stay behind me. We're changing positions. Stay.
Some historical facts. The Guadalcanal campaign lasted from 1942 to 1943, and the Allied victory in the campaign was one of the major turning points of the war in the Pacific. The battle was fought on air, sea, and land, and every branch of the US military fought in the battle. Over 20,000 soldiers lost their lives. The Japanese troops were led by the famed Japanese Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto. It was actually his last battle of the war before he was killed. As you can see, there really isn't too much going on your way back to the airfield. It's too bad this game doesn't have a run feature. That would definitely speed things up. This is the only place that you'll face off against enemies on your way back to the airfield. Kind of funny how you can see the enemies just spawn right in front of you. Just shoot up their spawn point and they're pretty easy to take out. Now we're back at the airfield, which is the last part of the mission. You'll finally encounter some resistance here. I really prefer switching weapons instead of reloading when I'm still trying to take down enemies and I run out of ammo. The animation for switching weapons is much faster than reloading.
Private, call for an airstrike. There are too many of them for us to slug it out like
There's one more wave of enemies here you'll have to take out. While your squad mates are talking, you can run even closer to this enemy spawn point here to get an even easier shot. Don't get too far ahead of them though, or you'll fail the mission. From here, you can just easily mow down the enemies as they spawn. And that's all of them.
This is Bravo Charlie Henderson. Request an airstrike immediately. Our coordinates are a quadrant. I repeat, request an airstrike at my coordinates.
I'm gonna send you home in a box.
Pretty cool to see the bombers fly over the airfield to end the mission. Hope you guys tune in for the next part of my walkthrough, which will cover the first Lacey Island mission. Thanks for watching, and until next time.